Hello, guys. We are here. This is Mighty Slow here, and we're going to be talking about the Warz. It's the new survival zombie MMO, and a lot of people thought, hey, this was made just because DayZ came out. Well, truth is, this game was being made before the DayZ mod for Arma 2 and Arma 2 Combined Operations came out. So basically, this game was being made before it was actually coming out. But then what happened was that game happened to come out and they needed to rush it a little bit. So hopefully they didn't rush anything extremely important and something, you know, that's really needed in the game for everyone to buy it. Right now, I will be purchasing it. I'll pre-order it when the pre-order is open. I'll play the beta and I'll see if I can record some stuff. See, because they might have rules on recording gameplay in betas. A lot of them did. I couldn't record the Old Republic like that. And basically, right now, it's think of a survival. They basically it's a zombie survival, kind of like DayZ, where you're in this map right here, where it's gonna start off at is Colorado. It has a 400 kilometer radius, so it's rather big. 255 man servers, and basically what you're doing, the backstory is the world, 95% of the world is infected by the virus and they're all zombies. Now what you have to do is you have to eat, you know, probably sleep too. I'm sure sleep is probably in there. You have to eat, sleep, get hydrated, manage your temperature. Basically all the same things from Arma 2, except it makes it flows better because Arma 2 wasn't exactly designed for DayZ, of course, because it's a mod. But this game is basically revolving around it, and you're gonna have their weapons are gonna be a lot better. And I can tell you what, from a person that did not play Arma 2 a lot, the the controls will be better designed. I don't know if that would mean like you could use a Xbox controller for it or any other kind of gamepad, but I can tell you right now that the controls for the PC will actually be better, which will help a lot of us out because if you remember playing Arma 2, oh my god, the controls were terrible. But it's a simulator, not a shooter. But this is more of a it looks more like a Left 4 Dead that just mixed with the COD. Now, what's really cool about this is you can have clans in here, and like you can't spawn on your clan members, which isn't that's kind of sad. But what it allows you to do is mark them on the map where you'll always know where they are. Might come in handy once in a while, especially if you get a vehicle and you got to get up back to them. And then what's also pretty cool is just the all-out survival of the game. There's gonna be two modes: normal and hardcore. Normal, basically when you go down, like you go down before you die, kind of like COD Final Stand. You don't just die right away when they shoot you in the leg and stuff. So basically, first you'll go down and somebody has to revive you. I guess you have a certain amount of time, just like kind of like Black Ops zombies. And then after you don't get revived, you'll die. Now, right there in normal mode, you will be locked out of your account for 24 to 48 hours. It's probably going to be 24. Okay, and then you'll be locked out of your account, but once you spawn back to it within the hour, you will be able to have all your stuff the same. Now, I couldn't tell you if you spawned in the exact same spot where you died, which I wouldn't think so. I would think you'd spawn in a safe area. But yeah, that's how that works. But then hardcore mode, you die, but you can respawn as many times as you want. Like no restriction within a lockout for it's pretty quick, but you lose all your stuff, which a lot of people will favor that more than the other one because if you played Arma 2, DayZ, basically it doesn't really matter because when you played DayZ, you died and you lost all your stuff anyways. So you just had to remember. But that's where it comes big because in DayZ, if you remember, if you died and lost all your stuff, if you could make it back to your body, you could loot it. Okay. See, now I don't know if this one would work that way, but that'd be rather nice. Basically, the zombies pretty much work like any other zombies. Terrible sight, rely on smell and sound. But with sound here, that's gonna be all on you. I mean, you're gonna have to sneak around and all that. But and when it comes to smell wise, there will be available like to purchase repellents, like in game, just buy or find repellents, so they won't smell you as much unless they're like right up on your ass. But like basically, that's gonna help out a lot with any problem actually. Like that's it's not really that hard to sneak around than it is to get smelled, I guess. But the way this game is pretty much going to work is like that. Now, people will be able to kill each other, which might get annoying. Because if you remember DayZ, if you got on a really large server, every guy you found killed you and took your stuff. Now, with normal mode, I don't know if that's the case as much as hardcore mode. I know hardcore mode is exactly like that. You're gonna once you die, you lose your stuff, no doubt. But normal mode, you might not. I don't know. But I can tell you, normal mode you can create up to 5 players or five they're like 5 players. I'll I'll show you the picture when the video's on. But you can create up to 5 players and you can spawn about 5 times a day pretty much. And then they'll have a record on how long you survived. Now that's kind of hard because I don't know how the record works too. Is the record going by real time? Like say if it says you have survived an hour, is it talking about your hour or in-game hour? Because if this game is a survival mode, that means it's going to be day and night. So day, it's going to go day and then it's going to go night. So I don't know what's the end game time and how that works. Now what would be really epic is where you're at. Say it's like 5 o'clock p.m. where you're at. It's 5 o'clock p.m. in the game. And then it just literally goes like that the whole time. Just program like that. Whatever time you have, you know. But that might cause problems with everyone else. It's a good idea. Um, Pretty much that's what's going on. The game will not be able to be you cannot purchase or pre-order the game without seeing the video first, which is the trailer. Pretty much they're gonna release a trailer, but due to them rushing and what do you call it, like copyright and such, they can't just release the video right away, because you know you most companies like gaming companies make special deals with other companies that say, "Oh, I will release the I'll release the video to you first, you know, executive wise, so you can check out the video and you can publish a video, and then everybody likes you and say subscribes to you on YouTube and all that good stuff." But see, these guys are working with a lot of companies, and you have to get all that stuff sorted out and make sure everyone's cool with it. If you get what I'm saying, like you can't just like release it and then piss someone off and just expect everything to be okay. That's not how anything works here. You have to make sure everything's okay. You have to make sure everything's perfect, and then you go around like that. Now, this this will be one of the best zombie survival games of all time, because it's the only survival zombie game of all time. DayZ is just a mod. Please remember that. Okay, this game is looking pretty good. It really is. Now, he did an interview. The executive man did an interview talking about the details and such. Now, also, just like Arma 2, there will be vehicles. These vehicles will be scarce, but when you do find one, you might have to do a little repairing to it. You need to get gas. That's probably going to be the biggest problem, because it's not like a Chevron station somewhere to get gas. You're going to literally probably have to siphon it from somewhere. And I couldn't tell you about air vehicles, but I'm sure there might be a helicopter or two. But if there's a helicopter, there's probably going to be one on the entire state of Colorado that's operable. Probably like a medical chopper. That's what I would think. But of course, if they're evacuating, I'm sure the medical chopper would not be at the hospital. I think it would be out of gas somewhere. And I guarantee you that there is no way that you're just going to get gas for a medical chopper. So basically, if you don't have a clan around you of at least 20 players, this is going to be a lot harder of a game for you. But if you want to go in single player, well, it's an MMO. But I mean, like if you're just going to go in solo, That's going to be a lot harder on you than if you had a 20-member clan. Everybody's moving down the street watching your back. But then again, if you have, like, say, advanced mode, you got your 20-man clan coming in, and then bam, they just get ambushed and robbed. Which, see, that's going to be. What's interesting is to see how people play the game. Just like the man who created the game said, we provide you with the template, and you guys actually build the game, pretty much. So it will be really interesting to see how the game forms around everyone else's survival skills, how everyone turns on each other. See, imagine one of your clan members went in with another clan and started making deals with them, and then said, "Okay, I'll I'll kill my clan members and take their stuff, and I'll sell it to you guys." Kind of like a movie or something. You guys are just walking, and he says, "Oh, I'll check your back," and then he just ends up shooting all of you guys, taking your stuff, tries to take it to the guy he was going to give it to in the first place, and then he gets shot and loses everything too. I'm sure you won't like that guy anymore. So I'm just interested on the possibilities and stuff. So please comment, say what you might think might happen. Um, there's gonna be a lot of neighborhoods, which is also kind of scary because if there's a lot of neighborhoods, that means there's a lot of homes and a lot of people that are gonna try. Since it's a 255-man server, and I believe there's civilians and bandits probably, it's gonna be hell if people are just hiding in those buildings. Say like a large clan, maybe 50 people, take an extremely like a skyscraper, just take the whole building, and they got everything scouted out and such. They might use that as like an HQ or a recruiting center, but some poor new guy comes in and he doesn't know they're there, and they're just all hiding. He walks in there and then he gets robbed and killed. You know, after he done spent 3 hours trying to grab all the stuff, he just died. Hopefully he did normal mode and got his stuff back. See, I'm gonna be doing normal.